117.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yes, indeed, it is a live Imaging Tuesday.
Yeah.
Of the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, and look who's back. Welcome back, Steve Mason.
Thank you. Excited to be back. Ready to roll.
I was excited about your Instagram content over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
The big hair, don't care.
A big hair, don't care.
Without the product in it, you in a bathrobe just hanging
Or
around.
are you back
True.
to posting everything you do on vacation?
I made like 3 posts, I
And
think,
you had
while I
that
was
necklace
gone.
shining.
I had the necklace shining. Yeah, no, I made a very thirsty post.
It was thirsty,
is what
John.
what I've heard.
And I was thirsty for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of
there
people
you go.
very thirsty.
Listen, thirst is okay.
Yeah, it is. No,
Like,
it's
we're
fine.
thirsty for the show celebrating. Don't look at me like that, producer Laura. You thought I was going to say something naughty. I wasn't. The celebrating 20 years at
Wish you
ESPN
were.
Los Angeles. Let's do it. Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Here we go.
Live Imaging Tuesday. I'm excited to be back, ready to roll. This is a really big week. We got so much going on.
And we're going to talk about it all and promote it all.
Yeah.
But first off,
Yes.
first off, I'm trying to find a new opening catchphrase. Like John says, good evening, Lakers fans.
Yes.
Jim Nantz says, hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Bob Costas says, hi, everybody. It's Bob Costas.
Yes.
I was thinking like hello, fans, but they know Travis and Sue
No.
didn't like that.
No.
So how
That's
about
too generic.
Yeah, too generic.
use the beautiful line I use.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful people. Or hello, good friends.
I think that's
Good
too
friends is too
too
Nancy.
Nancian.
Too
That's too
Nancian.
And
Nancian.
hello, beautiful people is not
Beautiful
it's
people.
not authentic because half the people you're talking to are ugly.
Not in my book. Everybody's beautiful, John.
That's not true.
Oh, everybody's
ugly on the
everybody's
inside.
beautiful in their own way.
Ugly on
Really?
the inside.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody's beautiful in their own way. Absolutely.
How's Donald Trump beautiful?
Why do you always go to politics?
Because you said
I'd-
everybody.
We've agreed on this show we aren't going to talk about politics.
I'm
and then
pointing
you-
out that your comment is inauthentic.
Wow, you guys got something going on?
No,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it just is. It just everybody's that's you cannot
choose
say
regular people. Don't choose politicians. Who regular is not beautiful.
what's beautiful about Bobby Knight.
Well, he's a good
He's
basketball
almost
coach.
dead.
He is dead.
Oh,
It
there
is
you go.
it is
That's
a final,
beautiful.
as somebody would say.
Hey,
Beautiful.
That's your line.
But
Yeah.
you can't open with that, is it? Can you open with it?
I used it last night and credited you.
Did you really?
What was the line?
We should
It's a
try and
final?
See if you can find Greg. See if you can find that. I was talking about we were scoreboard watching. So Greg, it would have happened in the fourth quarter. We were scoreboard watching in San Francisco because the Warriors were
Right.
playing the Knicks. And I said, as our good friend Chris Morales would say, it's a final.
There you
Look at
go.
that.
Knicks 119, Warriors 112.
I like that.
Lakers are back in
good.
9.
It was the fourth quarter, so it was probably somewhere around between 9:30 and 10 o'clock at night.
Now, technically,
Yeah.
I took it from Tony Bruno, who took it from
More
Keith Olbermann.
like
But that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's all right.
9:15ish, I think.
9:15?
That game last night lasted less than 2 hours.
Yeah, it was the opposite of Saturday's game, which
Which had a
had
22-minute delay.
forever at the
Well, you
end.
guys are legendary Hall of Fame broadcasters, so
Yes.
you can help me during the day about the new catchphrase.
Oh yeah, we will. We'll come up with a catchphrase for you.
But here's the big point.
Yeah.
Saturday,
yeah,
the world's biggest birthday card for Steve
wow.
Mason.
I'm excited
The
about
20-year anniversary of Mason and Ireland. And I want to challenge our friends at the Reddit page.
this. No, don't challenge the Reddit.
Challenge
Hey,
him.
page.
Come on,
what's,
him.
What's beautiful about penis thumbs on the Reddit page?
Well, I was going to say,
He's a big fan of me. That's beautiful.
much like Crypto Ray is known as the general of the Sedano and Cap
Yes.
Circle of Trust, and they are building out something huge
Are they?
on Saturday, yes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I challenge penis thumbs and the Reddit community.
Yeah.
No matter your hatred for Corporate Greg or for myself,
There's a lot of it.
Or me.
I've never been to this thing.
Anybody but Mason.
I have
Yeah,
spies
they
that
like
send me
Mason.
screenshots.
And they hate everyone else.
Really?
But if you love Mason and Ireland
Yeah.
enough to spend all day on the Reddit page ripping everybody else,
Yeah.
then you have enough energy to come on out and sign Steve Mason's
Yes.
That's
birthday
true.
card.
You
Please.
guys do like Mason.
Yeah, this
all
is
those
it.
trolls, Laura, that hate me and you, they all love Mason.
yeah.
It's okay. They can love
Yeah.
him.
Bring
and he
on
does.
the troll army.
I
Sign
want
my card.
I'm looking for penis thumbs.
Yeah.
To come on out to our first signature event.
I wonder if Penis Thumbs will present himself.
I want to throw a Reddit page Christmas party where it's almost like a roast. They can roast me in person.
Why do
we
they?
should actually do that. Can we
Why
really
do they
do
hate
that?
everybody? Do
can't-
they really
Let's-
hate everybody?
Let's go to the Reddit page and let's have
I
them
don't
all
wanna
meet
go to
us
the
in a
Reddit
place.
page.
No, no,
I don't
let's-
wanna-
I want you to go to the Reddit
I'm not
page
gonna go.
and galvanize them.
No, Juan told me
Create
don't
a
go.
roast
It'll
of
get in my head.
Morales and me.
And
No, but they like you.
I
They
still will
love
get
you.
in my head.
What, that they like you?
Yeah, no, they'll say something about me, and I'll get in my
they-
head, and it'll throw me off.
They love you.
Is it? It can't be all love.
Oh, it
For
is.
you,
It's
it
a Reddit
is.
page. Is
For you,
it
it is.
really?
For us, it's all
Oh
hate.
my God! I
For
think
you,
I
it's
should.
all love.
I think I should go there for just affirmation. Affirmation
Exactly.
is like oxygen
That's
for
what
me.
we're
I need
saying.
it. Yeah,
That's what we're saying.
I'm top ranked as one of their haters. One of the hated.
hate it.
Do you have a ranking of let's see, it's you.
I don't think I'm
me.
number one, but I might be.
Oh God! Do I have to go to this?
No, don't
thing?
go to it. Don't
Yeah,
go to
I'm
it.
not-
Don't
No, don't go.
It'll screw the rest of the show up.
Oh yeah, I don't. See,
All
it'll
right,
get in my head.
Jonathan Watson says Pat McAfee opens his show with "Hello, beautiful people."
Does he really?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, don't use that. He owns the copyright to
Radio
that.
Michael Fan says you should open with "Hello, gutless jacks."
Oh, I like that.
That's not bad.
Gutless Jacks.
Gutless Jacks. I'm
Yeah.
going to write that down.
Okay, that's a good one.
possibility.
Make a note of it. Make a note of it. So Ireland, how was everything while I was out? It was good.
Greg, I think it was okay.
Yeah, it was good. Friday was good.
Yeah. You didn't say anything about yesterday. What about yesterday?
Yesterday there were a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
There was a lot of people.
Yeah.
yeah,
and it
I
was
think
just-
we had too many people.
Was it-
yesterday.
Yeah, it
Well,
was.
it was
a lot of
Pepe and
people.
Michael.
Yeah.
And Andy.
Oh, and Andy.
Yeah, and Greg and Brian and
It was a big house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full house.
There was a lot of all NBA first team, second team, third
Oh, really?
team.
Well, I'm going to write
Oh,
that
yeah.
down.
Oh, Chris would have hated it.
Oh, I've got my third team.
Oh, I was listening
already ready
yesterday.
to go.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
What'd you find?
It's a final.
Oh, okay.
you
So,
did.
Chris, this is what here's me honoring you last night during the game. And Michael, as our good friend Chris Morales would say, it's a final in San Francisco.
That's pretty cool. I got to
There
be
you go.
honest.
Very nice.
I like that, John. Thank you so much. Be sure to pull that, and we're going to use that for a lot of promos.
Good. Yeah, of course. Of course you are. So Lakers look good. By the way, Lakers.
What time's the celebration for them beating the Hawks, the 10 seed out of the East?
Small parade this afternoon. They've got the 19th easiest schedule from this point on.
Who?
The Lakers. 19th easiest schedule.
They have more road games than home, though, which worries me a little. But we're going on this 6-game road trip. Let
Right.
me see if I can remember it. We start in Milwaukee, then we go to Memphis,
Right.
then we go to Indiana,
Yeah.
then we go to Brooklyn,
See, these are beatable teams.
then we go to Toronto,
Right.
and then we go to Washington.
Right. See, this is a really good stretch. I mean, that's on the scale of East Coast road trips. That's one of the easier ones, given the opponents.
And then
Yeah.
what happens when they come back, John?
It gets harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do they got on Friday? There's a game Friday, a game Sunday.
Philadelphia with no Embiid
Okay, and then
on
Sunday,
Friday. Sunday is Indiana,
Indiana.
who they beat in the in-season tournament.
Right.
And then, Chris, to answer your question, when they come back, they will only have 4 games left. Cleveland here, Minnesota here,
Yep.
Golden State here, then they end the season at Memphis and at New Orleans.
I foresee them sticking exactly where they are, the 9
The
seed.
9, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, to get one home game
As long
in
as
the
the
play-in
shot clock
tournament.
works against the Warriors.
Oh my God! What a disaster that was! What an embarrassment for the league! What are they doing with the end of games? It lasts forever, and it was a very good game.
Never seen anything like it in my 25 plus years working in the
It
NBA.
was so frustrating to watch.
I said it yesterday. If we care more than the NBA cares, that's a problem.
Yeah, yeah,
Because nobody was watching the store on Saturday
yeah.
night.
They got to fix that.
And people just sitting around and then restart, blow a whistle, restart, blow a whistle. They couldn't.
Terrible.
I mean, it was just awful.
Oh, and then the ball touched both of their hands on the way. It's like, come on, call
Yeah.
on the floor. Let's move.
It's a 4-point game with 2 minutes to go,
Yeah.
and they decide LeBron stepped out of bounds, so let's make it a 7-point game.
Yeah, just stupid.
I mean,
Just stupid. So pickleball on Saturday. Here's the weird thing about pickleball. I did play once while I was away. And we just knocked the ball around a little bit. I don't think there's going to be a practice between now and Saturday, and definitely not one with me and Lindsay, who is my teammate.
Why not?
Because she works a different shift than I do, and she go out at 7 o'clock, or we'd go out in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll
go after 7 o'clock.
I'll do that.
You want to do that?
If you want to go to that West Hollywood place, I'll totally go to that West Hollywood place.
I don't live in West Hollywood to book it, but I'll find somebody.
Okay. Yeah, because you were going to go.
That sound, by the way, you hear is John Ireland opening up a roll of saltines, which I think is the most amazing thing. You're just going to eat the regular saltines? Nothing on them? I love
Yes.
saltines, by the way. You're just going to eat saltines straight up.
I love
I
it.
am. I have the worst stomach flu I've had in 2
Oh,
years.
do you really?
Yeah,
But saltines are also amazing.
This will be the first food I've eaten in 26 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Saltines, you put some cream cheese on saltines.
There will be no
Beautiful.
cream cheese added.
No cream cheese.
No.
You don't like saltines, sucker?
I do like saltines, but you can't eat a lot of them because they're very dry. Like the world record for eating saltines
Yeah, it's hard.
is really hard.
Really?
Yeah, like you did. We tried to do it
Because they're
once.
so dry.
Yeah, we did it once. Like how many? We had like how many you could eat in 60 seconds, and we both failed miserably.
Yeah.
We
You
had
got
like
another
10
roll of
of them.
saltines in there?
No, that's it.
You brought one roll of saltines.
Yeah,
That's-
one roll of
that's-
saltines.
I brought Ritz crackers are in the
Those
kitchen.
aren't saltines.
Ritz crackers
I'm
are
just
not
saying.
Totally
saltines.
different.
That's
Yeah.
a buttered cracker.
But sucker.
I'm
Why
just
not?
saying.
Sucker.
Greetings, suckers.
Hey, that's not bad.
But I want to be able to use this like in normal everyday, like
But you
a
can.
catchphrase.
A catchphrase.
Like,
from
What's up,
Morales.
sucker?
Hello, gutless suckers. I'm Chris Morales.
No, take out the gutless. Just
I like
Hello,
those.
suckers.
hello, suckers.
Yeah, John got me the hat
I'm
that
Chris
says
Morales.
gutless.
Hello, suckers. Yeah, that's not classy.
I don't
Hello,
hate it.
beautiful people. I'm Chris Morales.
That's too much, and apparently
that-
Pat McAfee uses it. So you
Well,
can't
I'm just-
do that.
I was just,
Did you
you know.
steal it directly from McAfee?
I didn't know
Did you
he
check
used
with him
it.
before you
I
started
haven't-
running
I haven't
with this?
listened to his show, to
No.
be honest.
Okay.
Be careful. He might be running the network one day.
Yeah.
He might be,
Yeah.
but so will GKB. So I'm
Yes,
not.
exactly, exactly. Ireland, are you and Lisa, have you practiced at all for the pickleball madness
Once.
on Saturday?
Once it was a disaster.
No.
No.
It was.
No.
We played 5 games against our friends Scott and Nancy. Lost all 5.
You lost to Scott and Nancy 5 times?
5 times.
Freaking Scott and Nancy.
Well, I mean, Scott and Nancy are really good players, are they not?
I think they would say that they're okay,
Yeah.
and they would say we're not.
Pickleball is like
I'm not good.
Pickleball's like a fever. Like I was talking to. So
I kept going in the kitchen. They kept telling me to get
you
out of the
can't.
kitchen.
You can't be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You got to stay out of the kitchen for
I
your
figured
hand
it out
fight.
by the end. Yeah.
So
By game 5, I was staying out of the kitchen.
my friend Sue Kalinsky and her husband Tom have started playing, and now they're playing like 6 hours a day.
Really?
They're like insane about it. They had never played before till they were out in Palm Desert last week, and now they play every single day since. It's like a fever. You get it, and you get pickleball fever.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah.
Our friend Marcellus Wiley and David Singer were playing in something at
outta here. I
Wiley's
saw that.
house.
He created the whole thing.
Does Wiley have a
Wiley did it.
pickleball court at his
Wiley
house?
was at Mountain Gate last month. I ran into him there.
Really?
He's getting out there.
Wow.
He's got some time now.
Well, he's got a show on Instagram, I think. Doesn't he?
I don't know.
Doesn't he have a show on Instagram? Nobody's with me on
I
that?
have no idea.
Wait, well, can anybody have a show on Instagram?
Oh,
Like a
John,
live?
it's very exclusive.
Laura has a show
Why
on
are you
Instagram.
ripping Wiley?
I'm
Damn,
not
why are you
ripping
ripping
Wiley.
me,
I'm not
Greg?
ripping
wasn't ripping.
Wiley. I love Wiley.
I texted him when I saw his wife went on Watch What Happens Live,
Yes.
and she kind of killed it. So I started texting. I said, "Your wife's killing it." He didn't believe me that I watched that show.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "I watch it every night."
Juan says he doesn't think his wife is going to get an apple to come back next year. Do you?
I don't know. I didn't ask him if she liked it or not. I just said she did really good on Watch What
She's
Happens
like
Live.
an anesthesiologist. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that was a big point of contention. Is an anesthesiologist a doctor?
Hell yes.
Yeah,
See,
a
the
very
other
big doctor.
the other housewives didn't feel that was the case.
Really?
You make a lot of money being an anesthesiologist.
anesthesiologist. I think you have to be an MD to do it, don't you?
The exact conversation we're having played out in real time on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So now you have like a woman that's accused of embezzlement. You have a woman whose marriage is breaking up. Well, that happens on every one of those shows. All those girls have issues going on. But do you
How
have
do
to
you
go to
spell
Yeah, an
Anesthesiology.
anesthesiologist is a medical doctor who specializes in administering anesthesia.
Do
Do
you,
you know
have
how
to
to spell
go
that?
to medical school to be an anesthesiologist?
I think I would imagine.
I mean, that person that puts me under, I hope they went to medical school.
I'm looking for an anesthesiologist.
No chance they do. They take classes, and that's it. Just how
No,
to
they
administer.
can't take classes.
no,
Yeah,
you can't
and-
just
and-
take
But
classes.
Mason just said they're a
100%.
doctor. If they're a doctor,
An
that means they completed some type of medical training.
I don't know. I think anesthesiologists don't
Is
have
a
to.
chiropractor a doctor?
No,
that's
no,
nah,
that's
I don't
made
think
up.
so. Also, like
I just offended
Wow.
a
okay,
big
like
chunk
a
of the audience.
phlebotomist, somebody
Not a
that, like,
doctor.
No,
takes your blood.
phlebotomist is
You
not
do
a
Not a doctor.
No.
Why is that not? Why is it
Because-
different than an anesthesiologist?
Because all they're doing is
All they-
sticking a needle in your arm and taking blood.
I know
and
how to
nobody
do
can
that.
do
What
Just
about
administering anesthesia.
What about a
that
nutritionist?
makes-
Is a nutritionist
No,
a doctor?
not a doctor.
It's a specialty.
It's a special. Yeah, it's a specialty, but it's not.
I don't think
No,
you need
I think an
medical training.
anesthesiologist better be a
do.
doctor.
No, I don't think so.
They
Yes,
have,
you do, Greg.
They
don't
either
think
have
so.
to be an MD or a DO. What's a DO? Doctor
You have
of
to be MD. Okay,
dope.
then I'm wrong.
Dope.
What is a
Dope.
DO?
What is a DO? Dope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Homer Simpson? Is he
Homer
a DO?
Simpson. Yeah, apparently. All right. Well, I wish her luck. I hope she's I hope when I go on, I'm getting in one of them GI tests. What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
The word.
GI tract?
No.
Doctor of.
Colonoscopy.
Oh.
That's what I was stuck on.
Sedano just checked in. My sister-in-law, brother-in-law's wife, is an anesthesiologist, and she went to medical school.
Yes,
Okay.
you
There
have
you go.
to.
You
So then
better.
I'm
Absolutely have to.
wrong.
Yeah, I hope when I get put under for my
Is this your first colonoscopy?
No. I've had some stuff there, so this is like number 4 or something.
Because I think
have to do it every 5
Cappy's
years.
getting ready to do his
Laura,
first.
why did you just send me a picture of Jimmy Garoppolo and write "ooh"? Most women find
Ew.
him super attractive.
I just don't want him to be around.
I actually don't want. I was disappointed that that's who the Rams
Yeah.
went with at
Wait a
backup
minute. Would you
quarterback.
rather have him or the Wolf?
I'd rather have somebody like Carson Wentz, who's still unsigned. I'd rather have somebody like Justin Fields, who Pittsburgh gave up, what, a 6th-round pick
Yeah,
for?
that was
Give him
crazy.
say-
I
give
mean,
him nothing.
the Rams as a backup quarterback, he'd have been
Well, I
fantastic.
don't know what the Raiders are doing, letting him go to Pittsburgh for a 6th-round pick, unless he just didn't want to go to the Raiders. I guess his offensive coordinator from Chicago is with the Raiders now, so maybe he didn't want to go.
Oh, okay.
But this is Hollywood, baby. Nobody's making a big deal if Carson Wentz is on. They announced that on Twitter. Everyone's making a big deal for Jimmy G.
But
He's the matinee idol, the new matinee idol.
Yeah, he's not a guy that I feel comfortable with going into games. I just
Well, hopefully he'll never have to play.
yeah, hopefully he sits there and looks pretty and that's it.
Kind of like you.
Just yeah, I hope he just sits there and looks pretty and we
Okay.
don't need him. All right, coming up next for you, John. Let me see. Oh, I didn't get a chance to sound off on Aaron Donald.
Oh, that's
and
true.
his
Yeah,
retirement.
that was a big deal when you were gone.
And so I've got the moment the Rams knew he was going to retire and what he might do next. That's coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland, live imaging Tuesday, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you are hiring, did you know it can take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open job? You don't have that kind of time. So use ZipRecruiter, and right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles, or, as the inventor of ZipRecruiter, Ian Siegel, says, they don't leave anything to chance. You can check out the people ZipRecruiter sends you. If you really like one or two, you can invite them to apply with one click. That's how fast ZipRecruiter works. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So quit messing around. Use ZipRecruiter. Go to that website, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
All right, the madness starts on March the 21st, and we are going to be at the Islands in your neighborhood, Ireland.
This is my personal islands in Manhattan Beach, in Manhattan Village. My son, the great Jack Ireland, will be washing dishes and bussing tables, so he can't get you any free food, but if you need a clean dish, he'll be ready.
Excellent. Well, I will be ready for cheddar fries, dredged in that ranch dressing. My favorite thing at Islands. And all the shows are going to be there. Travis and Sliwa, me and Ireland, and Shadano and Cap on March the 21st.
Games start at 9 o'clock in the morning and run all day and all night. Join us at Islands.
Live Imaging Tuesday on Mason and Ireland.
Yeah.
The biggest show on the radio. Don't forget, Madness Week is here tonight at 6 o'clock. We've got Colorado State and Virginia.
I've been waiting for this one. John, give me your take on Colorado State, Virginia.
I go Colorado State. You know why? Rams.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go Rams. There you go.
You can hear that at 6
Fine
p.m. after
analysis.
Shinano and Cap, courtesy of our friends at Westwood One. Speaking of the Madness Thursday, the entire radio station is going to be in Manhattan Beach. Literally, Ireland can walk to work, I think.
We're at John's
I am
house,
walking
basically.
that
There we
day.
go. The
I'm
Islands Restaurants, Island by in Manhattan Beach, right there
I
in
was there
Manhattan
on Sunday.
Village.
It's spectacular.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's gigantic.
We're going to be on the patio, party, We're watching the games,
Oh,
drinking brews,
when
eating.
does this due?
Before the tip-off.
this is our
The brackets.
official
Thursday.
brackets.
Okay.
My computer program at home is not finished its analysis of the games. So tomorrow I should be able to fill this out. I can't do it yet, right?
love it.
Because I've got all this
Well,
research
we don't need
going
to
on.
have it done until early Thursday.
Correct,
Right? We just need
correct.
to bring it to Island.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
no, actually,
No,
we
no,
need
we'll-
to turn in end of day tomorrow.
End of day tomorrow.
And then we will bring them to Islands for you.
Fantastic.
Exactly. So be sure to be with us and join us. It starts at 10 a.m. with the Travis and Sleba Show, then Mason and Ireland 1 o'clock. Sedano and Cap at 4 p.m. We've got giveaways, Lakers tickets, Lakers game balls to give away. Be part of the party for Madness Thursday, the tip-off of the tournament. Islands Restaurants, Manhattan Village, right there in Manhattan Beach, and we'll see you there. And then don't forget, be there Saturday for pickleball.
Yeah.
Just take Thursday off, then
Yep.
take Friday off so you can be at the
Yes.
pizza with Travis and Sleba.
Yeah.
Then come to pickleball, man.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, you should be at Yachtly Crew next Friday, too.
March 29th, still a few tickets available, although we've pretty much sold that thing out.
I got a captain's hat, but I don't like it.
Well, you can get an official Yachtly Crew captain's hat there.
Do they have them there?
That's what we all wear. You
Oh,
buy them
okay.
there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the one I ordered.
And remember, you're getting on stage with Cappy and I.
Yeah, I know. I ordered like a sailor suit, and I don't like the way it fits.
I've been waiting my whole life to
To
see
hear.
you in a sailor suit.
Sailor suit, exactly. So I was not here for the big announcement that Aaron Donald is retiring, and
Well,
I was immediately. I was like devastated.
Here's the interesting thing. I don't even know if you remember this. On Thursday, off the air,
Yep.
you said to me, "Why is Aaron Donald trending?" Do you remember that?
I do.
And I went, I don't know. And we both looked, and there was nothing to it. So somebody knew
something.
And I think the Rams knew for a couple of weeks.
Well, I've actually got a story about that. The Rams knew he was done the day after they lost to the Lions. Aaron Donald knew his career was
So he
complete.
just hung around to get that guaranteed money?
He knew his career was complete on the night of January 14th. Los Angeles Rams coach Sean McVay got the message loud and clear the next day when the all-planet all-timer came to his office as the team was shaking off its playoff ouster in Detroit the night before. He said, "I'm full. I'm just like, and you should be. You have every right to feel this way." So the Rams knew from the day after that game that Aaron Donald was retiring.
So knowing that, are you surprised they weren't more aggressive going after some of those available defensive linemen?
The only thing I can think, because now
I mean, they tried to get Brian Burns. They couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, he went to the Giants, I think, in the end.
But, I mean, Chris Jones was available for a while, or
Yeah.
maybe he was always going back to the Chiefs.
Yeah, he might have been. He might have been. But I can only think that they are going to focus on defensive line edge rusher in the draft. They do have 11 picks in this draft.
Yeah.
They obviously used a lot of free agent money on the offensive line where they're changing their run scheme. They're going to basically run straight ahead. They're going to run north-south instead of east-west the way they've been doing in the past. So they've got big guards on that offensive line. So I feel good about that. But now they've got to find a disruptive force on the defensive line, and hopefully that comes through the draft. Here's the other nugget I came across about Aaron Donald. So Aaron Donald did an interview last year, and he says one of the things that he wants to do is acting. Now, Aaron Donald would be a fantastic action star, would he not?
I don't know if he has a personality for it. Like if you look at The Rock has a lot of personality.
Sure.
Aaron really, at least I haven't seen it, but what he could do is think about Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
who was a big action star, and he couldn't even speak.
To go from football to acting, whether it be Jim Brown or Fred Williamson or any of those guys
OJ.
from OJ. They all went to acting. And nobody's done it in a while, but that would be a different route for him. I don't know if he's going to be a studio kind of guy, but as an action hero, I could totally see it. And he's talked about it as being part of the second act of his career, so that'll be fun to see. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. It is Laura's wheel. And in the meantime, life's journey has got its highs and lows. The LA County Department of Mental Health is there to support you through it all. They have a caring team. If you're in a situation where you're depressed or you have anxiety or you're struggling with a relationship or work is overwhelming, any of that stuff, they provide free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. You can call their 24/7 helpline, 800-854-7771, or visit their website at dmh.lacounty.gov. Your mental health is their priority. Let them be your support on this journey. Together, let's shape a brighter tomorrow with hope and recovery and well-being. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, I'm Dave Denholm.
And I'm Mario Rees.
You know us from the LAFC radio broadcasts.
Now we have a new podcast called LAFC Plus, and you can find it on the ESPN LA app.
LAFC Plus brings you all the latest on the black and gold.
Plus, we break down the latest news and interesting stories from around MLS.
For all the news, fun, insight, and everything that is MLS and LAFC, join us on LAFC Plus.
LAFC! It's available on the ESPN LA app and everywhere you get your podcast.
Join us.
Time for. What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
All right, Laura, what's going on?
All right, guys. So yesterday I went to the grocery store because I wanted to make my own dinner.
Okay.
And I noticed this gentleman was eating the fruit, opening bottles of water, and just kind of having his little merry way around the grocery store. But I was like, whatever. There was only one checkout, like the one
So
cashier.
he was doing this, but he wasn't buying these
No,
things.
not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. But I went about my way. And then when I went to the cashier, it was only one cashier open. And who was in front of me? This guy.
Okay.
Right? So the girl's bringing up his stuff. And then he started arguing with her because when you eat like grapes or other things, it goes by pound. And they're like, hey, man, you ate half of this. Like,
Oh, so they knew.
oh,
he
they
did.
knew. Yeah.
Oh.
You ate half of it. So he's like, well, I'm not paying for it. So I was there. I was stuck there for 30 minutes.
Wow.
Wow,
Because
it's
he
like
was-
you went to a game at Crypto.com Arena.
I mean, I was there for that too.
Yeah.
But, I was like, dude, just pay it. I'll pay it. Whatever. Just, I want to go. But he was
How
very,
much money was it?
I don't know. I mean, he was clearly able to pay for it, like, because he was paying for everything else. He just didn't feel that he needed to pay for the stuff that he ate at the store.
He ate it.
He needs to pay for it. I know. But my cool question was, have you guys ever encountered something like this at a grocery store or anything similar?
I recently was in I was in the Ralph's, and a lady in front of me was writing a check. And I'm like, that is like the oldest school thing in the book, is to actually write a check at a grocery store. And it takes time. People, you check out really fast and then, okay, how much is it? And this little old lady's right. And God bless her. I'm glad she got the groceries paid for, but it is a pain in the ass to
Do
be
any of
behind
you
somebody
own
like
checks still?
Somewhere.
I do.
I don't know where they are.
Same.
But I have an open
I bet you
checking
Lisa
account.
knows where
Yeah,
they are.
Lisa.
Well, you have a checking account, but you have actual checks. Like, I have to pay my rent in checks. And it's the only
so
thing
you
I
have
have
a
to write.
checking account for sure.
No, I have a checking account, but I also have just checks that I have to write
Like a
every single month, and it's the only thing I write a check for.
Your rent?
My rent, yeah.
That's
I
so
just don't
weird.
get it.
I pay for it online.
Anyways, your turn, Ireland.
Checks. What about in line at the grocery store? John, you hate lines.
I do. So one time, a woman was in front of me, and I could see she was counting her money, and they were ringing up her stuff, and she was watching how the cash register number keeps going up,
Yeah.
and she goes, "I'm not going to be able to afford those last two things," and the cashier said, "You just wanted us to put these back?" And she goes, "Yeah, please." And tell me if this was a jerk move or I was being a nice guy. I said, "How much are those?" And she goes, "Put together, it's about $6." I go, "Put it on mine." And the woman was appreciative. She goes, "Really?" I go, "Yeah, no problem." And so I paid $6
Right.
towards my thing, and I kind of got a dirty look from the
Cashier?
Cashier?
Oh, God.
Maybe, and I was trying to find
Setting
out.
a bad precedent?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe she had already not run them up, and then so she just picked up the two items and put them over the divider and into my thing, and I went, "Well, no, I want her to take those." Mm-hmm. And she goes, "Well, then you got to pay for them." And I just took out a 20 and said, "Here, I'll pay." And so then she gave them to the. I think I was just creating more work for the cashier.
sure.
It's not.
And she didn't appreciate it.
It really isn't.
But I thought I was being nice, and I got kind of a dirty look for it.
Though, like, cashier was just being a bleep. Because, seriously, I've done that. I've had situations where someone is, running low on cash or whatever. Or, like, they don't have, like, a lot of stores right now are cashless, or they don't have the exact change back. And I remember this older gentleman kept trying to run his card, and you clearly can tell he was older. He didn't really understand how to do all that. And the girl's like, "It's just not ringing up." He's like, "Okay." He took out his money. He didn't have enough. And we're like, you know what? My brother and I were like, we got the rest. Like, just let him take it. They were super sweet about that.
Okay, good. So
So
maybe
the cashier was just a
maybe
beep.
I just had an angry cashier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably Whole Foods. They're all cranky at Whole Foods now. I think everybody's cheerful at Trader Joe's and cranky at Whole Foods.
Trader Joe's are amazing.
Trader Joe's, those are the happiest people.
They are, and they will have full-on
They
conversation
ring their
with you.
bells. They've got
Oh,
their
Greg gets
Hawaiian
mad about
shirts.
this.
Yeah, you don't like having a
No,
conversation.
I do.
with
It's just when they get really, really personal that you're like, all right, like we can have exchange pleasantries. Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow? You doing something tomorrow? You going on a hike? What are you doing? You gonna have pleasantries. That's where we stop.
Pleasantries.
The only thing that's kind of happened to me, I think, is that basically I get annoyed if I only have one item and every line is full and somebody does not let you go through. They have a full basket and they will not let you go through. And that's happened.
And you've got like the one item
I
thing.
have one thing. I'm like, I just want to go in and do this one thing.
Do you ever ask?
I have before. And
I was
they
gonna
said,
say.
They go, no, it's okay.
Do they really say no?
Someone has told me no.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Well, you know who would tell you no 100%?
Who?
He's not letting anybody merge into his
Yeah,
group.
I'm not letting anybody
He's an
merge
early
into my
merger.
line.
Yeah,
I'm an
if
early
you're
merger.
coming in late with your one item,
You wait in line.
Mason is standing directly behind the person
I've
in
got
front
my
of him and
I've
not
got
letting
my
you
cart
merge.
blocking the
Wow.
way for
You're not coming in here.
I can't tell you how many times
No,
I've been
no,
driving
no.
since
No,
we
no,
had that
no.
conversation,
No
and
more
then
lemon,
I
please.
watch somebody like try and merge, and I go, "Oh, it's a Mason. He won't let him in."
That whole early merger, late merger thing was amazing.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think about it every time I'm driving.
Me too now, especially on when you get on the freeway right here in Francisco.
The 110.
Yeah.
Right. The 110 is like the perfect example of
Yep.
it.
It is. I go all the way to the end.
Me
but You
too.
go to the beginning, and that's wrong. It's wrong. Go to the end of that.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you go to the end and you get Mason, you're not getting in.
Not getting in.
Oh, I'll
You
get
gotta
in.
get off.
I'll
Not
get
getting
in.
in.
And yes, I will get off.
I will get in.
Okay, so Cut, which is our a betting app that we're working with, peer-to-peer betting app.
Have you reversed your bad luck yet, or are you
I
still?
I pounded
you got a couple of wins.
I pounded
or?
Atlanta Sunday versus the Clippers.
Oh, good bet.
Yeah, plus 9.5.
Why?
Plus 9.5 because the Clippers weren't playing very well.
Yeah, but
Plus 9.5, a lot of points.
But Atlanta had lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They don't have Trae Young.
I always bet against the Clippers if I can. So they put some custom bets on there. You can download the app KUTT Cut or go to cut.com. They have ESPN LA Pickleball Madness bet. Here it is. Will frenemies, that's me and Lindsay, make it out of the first round of the tournament? So no is plus 100.
Really?
Yes is minus 100.
You're favored to get past the first round?
It's ridiculous.
I want some of that. I will bet. I say they won't get out of the first round. So
Well,
what
wait a
do
minute. No,
I have to bet?
I already say.
Yeah.
I've already got that bet. So if you want the other side, if you believe me and Lindsay, frenemies is going to advance out of the first round, jump in there on.
But can
on
I
Cut.
just bet more than he bet?
Wait, and also, how are you doing this? Yes, you can. You can have your own separate bet against
What do you mean,
somebody
how
else.
am I doing this?
Because you're throwing it then.
No,
you're
not.
Pete Rose.
No, I don't.
You're
trying
Pete
to
Rose.
Like today, I'll do it. Today's my game.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and you guys have to decide if you'll let me do it.
No.
I did it last week. I have a feeling Greg's going to win the game today.
Oh,
Okay.
I haven't won this month.
I know, but I have a feeling you might win today.
Okay.
So can I bet on you to win the game,
No.
even though I wrote the game? So I mean,
No.
You're not giving me any hints or anything.
But in this case, I can't believe
a little
anybody's
fishy.
going to take the other side because we have not even played.
No, but you're also betting against yourself in the first round, which means that you can throw the game
right? That means
and
you
win the
you
money.
could actually control
Okay,
it.
well, jump in. If you want the action, jump in.
No, because the other side is yes.
Oh, wait a
Correct.
minute,
The
wait a
other
minute, wait a
side
minute.
is yes.
Isn't he playing me?
No.
No, we don't
This
know who
is-
you're playing
This
yet.
is
It
in the
depends on-
actual big field tournament,
Oh,
not in
okay.
the round robin.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just nonsense because you're betting against yourself. You are Pete Rose betting against his own team.
Correct.
No, Pete
And-
Rose never did bet
I
against
know
his
he
own
didn't.
team.
And
I
if you
know
want
he
the
did.
other side of the action, jump in there.
They just go to the
garbage.
cut
You're
app.
betting
and
Yeah,
they
I've
can
got
get
I've
it.
got all the NCAA tournament
dare you.
games on Cut right now, and I've got some. I'm trying to find the one that I absolutely. There's one game that I absolutely love, and I'm going to bet the. Yeah, there it is. Yale plus 12 versus Auburn, 12.5.
You
Yale.
want Yale?
I want Yale. I want
take
the 12.
Auburn.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. Yale plus 12.5.
What do you want to bet?
I'm going to pound it. I'm going to pound it for $10.
Are we betting an actual $10, or you want to just bet like 1,000 mythical?
Yeah, we'll bet 1,000 mythical.
All right, so you have Yale plus 12.
Yes.
And I have Auburn.
Yes. I like that. I love that, yo. I read a stat, this is potentially useful, that when slower teams, when go slow teams play go fast teams,
Yeah.
the slow teams tend to win. St. Mary's over Grand Canyon, Morehead State over Illinois, Texas A&M over Nebraska, Yale over Auburn. They like all the points in those situations, the underdogs, because they play slow.
By the way, when you do that mythical money, it's brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the largest and #1 daily fantasy sports platform in North America. New members go to prizepicks.com/710 and use code 710 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
All right, so we're going to do 2 o'clock call today. How'd the 2 o'clock call go while I was gone? Did we nail it? Did we kill it? Did we kill it? Are you done with it?
No. I'm not done. I'm not Greg.
Bergman's done with it. He's like, he was done with it before it even started. It's just
well,
a
it depends
phone
on
call.
how good the call is.
Yeah.
But yesterday they were average. We tried 3, and none of them were great.
Okay, what if we do this?
Okay.
Let's see who calls, and if I think they stink, then you guys don't have a call.
All right, so they've got to get past Laura to get to us.
Yeah.
Mason's
Okay.
like,
That's the best way to always do it.
Yeah.
You really want this call.
Okay.
Really want it.
I put do
So,
not take
all
on
right,
there.
All right, so if you're confident
That you've got something.
Yeah, they've got something. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-3776. And if nobody calls or they all suck, we just won't do it.
Correct. We won't do it. I got a bunch of Dodger stuff. Dodgers play at 3 a.m. They're about, 12 hours, 13 hours away from first pitch.
Also, and, we're all big Caleb Williams fans around here.
Yes.
Robert Griffin III has a strategy for Caleb Williams that I actually think he should consider. And we'll get into that, too.
That's coming up. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Three minutes after 2 o'clock in the Southland, Mace.
Yeah.
On a live Imaging Tuesday on Mason and Ireland.
What's
the
up,
King.
suckers?
What's up, suckers? It's
you
Chris
go.
Morales. Kind of like Ramona has, what if I told you?
What if I told you?
What if I told you?
John has good evening, Lakers fans.
Good evening, Lakers fans.
That's what you say, right? After game day when that
Unless
opens?
it's an afternoon game, then I say, good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Laker fan.
Exactly. You still don't have a catchphrase.
By the way, Spencer G, I can see the Mason Ireland Mafia tweets when I'm tagged, but otherwise I can't get in.
Oh.
He said, how am I not around? So last time you said, I'm going to pound it. I'm going to pound it.
Yeah, true. Pounding bets.
We need that for tomorrow's up. Anyway, be sure to join us Thursday at the Manhattan Beach Islands Restaurant, Alibi, for an all-day live broadcast. The entire 710 ESPN crew will be there. Then Saturday, it is the Pickleball Madness Tournament. Finally, our first signature event. Will Mason, producer Lindsay, take down John Ireland and the great Lisa Ireland.
So we are playing or we're not playing?
So here's what's happening. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody calm down.
Explain. Everybody calm. Everybody calm.
Opening it up
Yep.
with the fans first.
Correct.
In those brackets. And then as you are eliminated, then you go into this bracket. Hold on.
Right, the 710 talent bracket, the 710
So let's say
round robin.
Mason and Lindsay are first eliminated. Just randomly saying.
Which will happen.
They
yes.
become the 12.
Gotcha.
Then the next team becomes the 11, and we move up, and then you guys battle it out.
Yes.
The 710 talent bracket.
Yeah. I don't have high hopes at all for our performance this year.
You're betting against yourself.
I think
Just get Lindsay mad. Like, remind her about how you got her kicked off the show, and then she'll perform well. Like, she will.
She's one of those players that plays better when she's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think we're going to wind up with 2 matches. What am I hearing?
It's
That's
just
my computer. I'm trying to find this airline hack for you guys.
One is going to be in the tournament itself, where I think we're going to get eliminated, and then the other one is the 7-town round robin, which I think we're going to struggle in too.
Well, while John finds a story, can we, Greg? Do you have that information I wanted to get into about the All NBA second team?
Oh yeah, All NBA second team.
Yes. So yesterday, John had on the second team. Who did you have? You had Giannis on the second team and LeBron on the second team.
Obviously, you enjoyed that segment greatly.
You know, Greg, when you set me up to do a bit and then you leave me
I
just...
didn't know it was going to happen then.
I mean, Greg let me out there just breezing in the wind. I had nothing.
Oh, we're doing this here?
I had nothing. The
Yeah,
guy's more worried about snacks from the kitchen than helping me out on a bit.
Hey, man, I brought great snacks.
They are really good snacks. I'm
Yeah.
very happy
Just
with those
saying.
snacks.
Speaking of, let's do
I
2
wanted to do
o'clock
more
call
of
of the
like
day.
the comeback player of the year.
We'll do that. We'll do that later
Do
on.
that
I've got
later.
my top 5 picks.
This is like when you walked me into a buzzsaw that day. It was like, hey, I got to talk to Mason
Boy,
about
that
something.
was
Do you
really-
mind
I
being
did
in
not
there?
walk you into a buzzsaw.
Buzzsaw. He buzzsawed me.
I did actually.
You were just buzzsawed in general.
I buzzsawed both of you in that meeting. I was not happy.
Not in the slightest.
No. Feedback is good though. Feedback is our friend.
Well, nobody is above feedback is the catchphrase.
Correct. You can either use it or you can ignore it.
Yes. Hello, great friends.
Hello,
Nah,
great friends.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, let's do a quick 2 o'clock call of the day. Then I want to ask you something about hotels, Ireland. Which
All
call
right.
do you want to go to?
Let's go to Chris in Orange County.
Chris, good afternoon.
Hi, Chris.
Good afternoon. Hey, Ireland, I just wanted to find out how can they review a play after there's already been 2 possessions like there was on the LeBron stepping out of bounds play in that game? They did this earlier in the season to LeBron when LeBron got called with a charge and they overturned the charge, but then during the review they decided that Taurean Prince had fouled somebody and they called a foul on him. I thought once the next play takes place that there's no more reviewing that.
That's
stuff.
the way it is in football.
Football,
In
Chris.
football, that
in
happens.
In the NFL, once they start the next play, everything else becomes unreviewable, but not in basketball because they don't want to stop the game while the flow of the game is going. But if they notice afterwards, like, for example, somebody took a 3 and was credited with a 3, and then they noticed their foot was on the line,
Right.
they can go back at the next time out and peel it back. So because that was the first time out, after LeBron had hit that 3, they were able to disallow it. But this is, Chris, why I want to get rid of replay altogether.
Well, it's a stupid rule. Just if it's called a basket, if it's called a 3, it's a 3.
Right.
It's up to the officials to know where that line is and whether he's inbounds or out of bounds. By the way, do you think he was inbounds or out of bounds on that shot?
Out.
His foot was on the line.
Yeah, he was totally out. I mean, they got
Yeah.
the call right, but I still say you go with the call on the floor.
I do too, and which is why I want to get rid of replay anyway. I mean, I just think it slows the game down.
Do you think there's any movement to get rid of replay?
I think that people.
When I listen to your broadcast, you guys do talk when there are reviews. You do talk about it.
Let's say this, and I'll try and find some of them. I think people other than us, other
Yeah.
than Michael and I, people that are in the league,
Okay.
are now on board with us because
Okay.
of how ridiculous that thing was on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, we had no replay for 50 years, and we did fine.
Yeah, I know.
So there it is.
Okay.
Somebody suggested to me that gambling might have something to do with it. That now that there's so much gambling on professional sports that they have to get it
Still
right.
call on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is in football. Just go call on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So when you go to a hotel, do you ever go to the mini bar and take stuff out?
Sure.
Okay.
Not very often, but sometimes.
So I did a little mini bar inventory when we were on vacation. We were at a beautiful place called Two Bunch Palms out in Desert Hot Springs.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What's it called?
Two Bunch Palms.
Okay.
You've never heard of it?
No.
He thought you said something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had a mini bar there. And we ate from the mini bar a bag of dried fruit, 2 bags of corn puffs,
Okay.
2 cans of Modelo.
Okay.
Or 2 bottles of Modelo.
Bottles or cans? It's a distinct.
Bottles.
Okay.
All right,
And
so
2 cans
two
of
corn
wine.
puffs, 2
Cans of wine.
Modelo.
Yep.
All right, now I'm gonna guess what this
2
costs.
cans of wine. You know, the
Can.
best wine is
All right, I
always
missed
canned.
the first thing. I've got 2 corn puffs, 2 Modelos, 2 cans of wine. What was the first thing?
1 dried fruit.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and 35, 40, 45.
$45.
Yeah.
Morales, what do you think?
$62.
$62.
I know the answer.
Yeah, Greg knows
I
the
know the
answer.
answer.
Well, don't
And
be a
Laura
little
knows the
excited
answer.
about it in there.
I know the answer.
We know the answer. I don't want to ruin it.
I know
Well,
you guys
Brian
got snack.
doesn't.
It's snack time in there.
What's that?
55.
Right in the middle.
How about $135? $135. I'm like, the mini bar surcharge is incredible to the point where.
Did you ask them about that? Did you question it?
No, I mean, it's on the bill, whatever. But, you know, I think from now on when we stay in a hotel, I'm going to ask them to take everything out of the minibar. Like, I don't
What are you,
want
like
the
Denzel in Flight? You
I
can't
don't-
help yourself?
I don't want the temptation of the minibar being full. So clean it out so I don't have to spend
Oh, what's wrong, Mace? Is that $135 really breaking you?
130. It's a lot of money for a bag
Is
of
it-
dried fruit, 2 bags of corn puffs, 2 cans of bottles of Modelo, and 2 cans
Well,
of wine.
what'd you think it was going to cost?
What you guys said, $55.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're on vacation.
It was
at the
double.
All right,
Two
let me
bunch of
give
fudge
you-
or whatever the
let me
place was
give you
called.
Let me give you a tip here.
Yeah.
Bunches was there?
I know, right?
Here's what you got to do.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, I spend over 100 nights a year in hotels.
Yes.
So for me, I'm a little more anal than maybe you need to be. But what I do when I get to a hotel, and we are in hotels that are in all major cities, I know where the nearest CVS or Walgreens is.
Okay.
Okay, you can get anything that's in that mini bar at CVS or Walgreens. So you make a run as soon as you get there. Make a run, buy some snacks, bring them back.
Right.
Never, ever open the mini
And then
bar.
don't even open the minibar.
Don't even open it.
Mini bars
The
are
other thing
Pack,
is-
pack booze and snacks with you.
mini bars are a scam.
Room service, don't need it.
No,
You
we
can
like
order-
room service.
Well, hold on. What would be wrong with ordering Grubhub? What would be wrong with ordering
Well, they've good
DoorDash?
they have good food there.
But they.
I
you
want
can
the
get-
food from the restaurant.
Wait a minute, but you can get any food from any restaurant in the whole city.
Right, but they've got like delicious, healthy food. One of the reasons we go there is they have delicious, healthy meals. So I'm going to order room service there.
And canned wine.
Yeah, and have a can of wine
What's
with
better
your
than
dinner.
box of wine?
It is
Didn't
better.
Dave Singer give you a box of wine?
Yes,
one
he
year
did.
as a-
Yes,
as
he
a
did.
Gift.
Well, what'd you get from room service?
Let's see what we have. We had like the lamb kebabs. That were
You're
delicious.
ordering lamb kebabs and you're eating in your room?
Lamb
yeah.
kebabs are excellent.
In the bed.
No.
Yeah.
You went back to
room
bed
service. Room service is always on the bed.
eating? God, you're a disgusting human being.
No.
You're eating lamb kebabs on vacation in a bed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Juan agrees to eat on the bed.
Did he eat in the bed too?
No, you're a slob.
In fairness,
but
where just out of curiosity, if you don't eat in bed, where do you want to eat? There's no table. There's no
they
kitchen
don't
no
table.
couch,
roll
there's
it
nothing?
in on a table.
No, they
What
drop
kind of
they drop it off. We set it in the middle of the bed, and then we devour it.
Yeah, most hotels I go to, they bring it in on a tray, on a table.
Not a 2 bunch palms.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know about this 2 bunch palms place.
Oh, it's great.
Is it some sort of flop house?
No, God, it's beautiful.
You get that on like a discount rate, like Cecil Hotel or something?
No, it's not the
Oh,
Cecil
it's getting
Hotel.
sold, by the way.
Yeah.
The Cecil Hotel is
They
getting
need to
sold?
knock that thing
Yep.
down.
Yep. It's
Yeah, that's
getting
just
sold.
that place is bad
So
luck.
2 bunch funch is
Two
not a
bunch
great place
palms.
to get the mini bar.
But definitely try the lamb kebabs. They're
Okay.
delicious in bed.
Try the lamb kebabs in bed.
Lamb
the
kebabs in
outside
bed.
where you were taking your photo shoot looked nice.
They had all these mineral.
Now, under that
hot
robe, was
mineral
there anything?
pools. Under what?
Under the robe in the pictures, anything?
No,
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, I figured.
Yeah, I did. I had no product in my hair.
No, that's not what I meant.
Very big hair.
Were you just free under the robe?
No.
Oh, no.
There were swim trunks.
Okay, I didn't know.
It's not like clothing optional.
Well, I don't know the kind of places you're going to.
All right, I tell you what, coming up next for you, we're going to talk to Amy Pasnahak. Did I say it right?
I hope Amy wasn't listening to the last 5 minutes.
We'll do it in 2:30.
Oh, at 2:30. It just moved to 2:30.
Yes, she has to arrive.
Okay.
She has to be here to speak.
Yeah,
with her.
I was told 2:15, but okay, 2:30 it is. Instead,
Who were you
then,
told by?
By
That doesn't sound right.
producer Greg.
Oh, Corporate Greg is actually his title?
Corporate Greg. Yes,
Branding,
by Corporate
maybe.
Greg.
Branding.
Mao. So I got an interesting nugget, two interesting nuggets about the Dodgers. Dodgers start at 3 a.m. It is Tyler Glasnow versus Yu Darvish in Seoul, South Korea. We are all going to set our alarms for 2:45. We're
Aren't
going
you
to
guys
wake up
doing a
in
show?
time. No.
Oh, no?
Bergman
that
canceled
was
it.
never happening.
Bergman canceled it.
So Ireland was right from the first second it was mentioned.
Correct. Bergman.
Yeah, I canceled it.
Bergman canceled it.
I'm
like ready to go.
3:00 in the morning.
Very wise decision.
I'm doing a solo show now on YouTube.
Good.
3 a.m.
No, you're not. Are you really?
No,
Totally
I'm
do it.
I'm totally
You're not going to be awake anyway.
No, I won't be awake. I'll wake up tomorrow morning, read the box score, and say, look what show I did.
Exactly. I'm going to wake
Real
up.
Dodgers talk.
I'm going to set my alarm for 3:00 and hope that I wake up to go watch it.
Yeah, you know what I might do?
I'm going to do all that except set the alarm.
You're going to be awake.
I probably will. I'll be up by like the third inning.
Right. I mean, I like being drowsy and having the game, so I may put it on in the background while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, so you just hear it. Goes
So I
through
can
your
hear
head.
it. It goes through my head, and then I
Positive
wake up and I know
affirmations
exactly.
in your head.
Exactly. All right. So anyway, I got some Dodger stuff. A special machine that they are using that is fascinating. Tell you about it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, do you need a TV? You came to the right place. March Madness, baseball opening day, NBA playoffs, all right around the corner. What a time for sports. If you're ready, we've got a deal from our friends at Mirror Audio Video in Westwood that will blow you away. Listen to this. Brand new Samsung 98-inch QLED. This is the Q80C series Quantum HDR 4K HD smart TV for the lowest price ever. Google that. Q80C series. All right? Here's how this works. Be one of the first 3 to call, get through, and buy right now. And the 98-inch Samsung QLED is all yours at this one-time Mason and Ireland friends and family price. The best price you will see anywhere on this TV is $6,000. $6,000. Today, your price, $52.99. Isaac just knocked $700 off the price. $5,299. Isaac and Roy are going to include the wall bracket and an Apple TV so you can watch the Patriots Dynasty series, which is excellent. So don't wait.
Which I refuse to watch.
You're missing out. Don't wait. Call now. 310-234-4010. 310-234-4010. Who wants to watch the NCAA tournament on one of your dumpy, small, black and white, lousy TVs? Go get the 98-inch Samsung. 310-234-4010. Good luck from Mirror Audio Video in Westwood.
Hey, I'm Dave Denholm.
And I'm Mario Rees.
You know us from the LAFC radio broadcasts.
Now we have a new podcast called LAFC Plus, and you can find it on the ESPN LA app.
LAFC Plus brings you all the latest on the black and gold.
Plus, we break down the latest news and interesting stories from around MLS.
For all the news, fun, insight, and everything that is MLS and LAFC, join us on LAFC Plus.
LAFC! It's available on the ESPN LA app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Join us.
On Ohio Imaging Tuesday. Do you ever go from the never mind.
What do you mean?
Do you ever go from like the room service right to the, you know what I mean?
The room service.
No, normally that comes before.
Okay, so you go, but that's what I'm saying. Is it like a quick segue, or is there like let's get the room service plates off, so to speak?
Let's get
them
off the bed.
Get
them off the bed.
Like
They're
clean
always
up a
off
little
the
bit.
bed.
Clean them up.
Yes, exactly.
This is why he does it before, he just said.
Yeah, exactly.
But aren't you a fool? You need like a digestive. I need to drink like a Topo Chico before.
Yeah.
Mason and Ireland. Be sure to be with us Saturday for our first signature event, the Agape Pickleball Center, which we're going to have a special guest coming up in just a few minutes from there.
Yeah.
In Fountain Valley, Party, oh party, it is time for our Pickleball Madness tournament. Saturday, it starts at 10 a.m. RSVP, so you be sure to have a seat to view the battles.
Oh, you RSVP?
No, Chris.
Yeah, at ESPNLA.com. Click the Pickleball Madness tournament logo. Special thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it, Mace.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it.
If
yes,
you enjoy
John.
it.
I heard on the earlier show that you are fully supporting and voting for Travis and Slee for Show of the Year.
So here's the thing.
Wow.
That's a little hurtful, isn't it?
Oh, that does hurt.
I did add
He
it.
inducted us into the Hall of Fame, and then he turns
and
his
now-
back on us and votes against
Did
us.
I not
Wow.
say?
20th year. Wow.
Did I not
You're
say?
gonna regret this.
Yeah.
Did I not say, with an asterisk, a verbal asterisk, I may have to change this opinion for promotional purposes later?
Right, but I think it was heartfelt what you told those guys.
We had a fun
those guys.
We had a fun time today.
What did you say?
I said
said-
I'm
he
going to
said
put
that-
my support, the full weight of my support, which is quite a bit,
behind
to
them
the Travis and Sliwa show to
instead
vote.
of us.
Well, you've won Show of the Year. Sedano and
We
Caps
won
won Show of the Year.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I still think we haven't won in 2 years.
Well, you won.
We haven't won Show of the Year in 2 years.
You won Mandy's 1.
We
We've had
did
Mandy's
win
2,
Mandy's
so now
1.
this is Mandy's 3.
Mandy's 3, right. I
He
think
wants
we're
another
due.
one.
We're due.
Well, you know what I need then?
What?
If you want the full weight of my support,
What?
I need to splish splash in that hot tub, homeboy.
But I see in this case, I think Travis is absolutely right.
Thursday night, Sedano and Cap ends. Cappy and I get off the air.
Yeah.
We're going to have full bellies of
Good for
Islands
you.
food.
That's wonderful.
We're going to be in our Island
Chris.
Boy outfits.
Yeah,
Chris.
that's
We just
nice.
cruise over to your house.
Yeah.
Chris, I am literally 1 minute from there.
Yeah, go to Ireland's house.
Will you come in there too?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not.
We just need to be in a hot
I'm
tub.
not gonna play splish splash with you.
You don't want to play splish splash?
Splish splash.
Wasn't that
it's a
a
hard
song?
thing to
Yeah.
say.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath.
Yep.
All about a Saturday night.
There. So, Chris, you're welcome in my hot tub anytime.
Yeah.
But see, that
But you have a jacuzzi. I
Yeah.
have a hot tub.
That doesn't make like you.
It's
and-
100% different.
right. What makes him uncomfortable is it's a 2-man jacuzzi.
Yeah, it's a 2-person jacuzzi.
Well,
2-person hot
Chris-
tub.
Well, we can fit
Chris.
3 in there though.
Chris and Cappy are two people.
God. So I wanted to get to this. Dodgers thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's this machine you're talking about?
Okay, the machine. I'm glad you asked.
Is it one that makes Dave Roberts a good manager?
Shut up. Stop picking on Dave. It's a long year.
Did you see that story I sent you, Mace?
Yeah.
That,
Hottest seat in the world?
Andy McCullough, who used to write for the LA Times and now he writes for The Athletic, says Dave Roberts, when this game gets played tonight, begins sitting on the hottest seat in all of sports, Chris.
It's the road to Roberts'
It's
redemption.
absolutely World Series win or bust.
Yeah, that's
for
very
Dave
rare.
Roberts. Yeah. So Jack Harris wrote about this from the LA Times. They're using a machine called Trajet Arc. So it's TRAJEKT Arc.
Well,
Tragic Arc.
No matter what happens next, they need a better name for this machine.
It is not catchy,
Yeah.
is it?
All right, good.
So, of all the high-tech toys they have at their disposal, they have Trajet Arc. It's a machine that is one of the most lauded machines there is, allowing batters to take simulated at-bats against any major league pitcher and any of their specific pitches. So, in other words, if you say, we're going to face Blake Snell, it's going to throw you pitches like you see from Blake Snell.
Speed and break?
Speed and break and everything. It's going to duplicate
Brilliant
Blake
idea.
Snell's delivery. Right now, they're practicing in Yu Darvish mode because they're going to face Yu Darvish tonight. I mean, I think it's amazing that they're able to do it.
I think it's really cool. And
Tragic Arc. Tragic.
But is the
to
ball
like trajectory.
is the ball releasing where it would
No,
actually
see
release?
that,
release
and that's
point-
the thing I was going to say.
If it's a machine just shooting it out, you're not seeing how
Correct.
it's going
You're
to
not
go.
don't
seeing
see
the
the arm
release point.
angles.
Right.
You don't
Chris,
see
it's
any of that
harder
stuff.
to hit off. In that case, if the speed and the break is the same, it's easier to see a ball come out of someone's hand than it is coming out of a machine.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right. So it would be helpful.
Yeah, it would be helpful.
No, there's guys like Yamamoto throws 2 or 3 different pitches from the exact same arm angle.
Yeah,
so you don't
yeah.
know what's going to happen. Just because you see the arm angle doesn't mean you're
But
going to
it's
get that
going to give you
pitch.
the stuff.
Yeah, it's going to give you the stuff, but they don't give you the arm angle, and that's where it gets
Is
a
it going
little
to put
bit weird.
Vaseline on the ball?
No.